Hello everyone, this is Red Nose, and I'll be reviewing or giving you my opinion of the most fun teams to use in manager mode on FIFA 12 in the Premier League. So there's three teams that I like to use in manager mode when it comes to Premier League teams. I'll be talking about Aston Villa, I'll be talking about Newcastle, and I'll be talking about Tottenham Hotspur. So let's start with Aston Villa. Aston Villa, their budget isn't as good as top four teams who usually have 50 million or above. You have 23 million dollars, and if you put it in pounds, it'll be something in the teens. So I mean, they have a decent budget. You can buy one or two decent players. Their squad is decent also. I mean, they have a good squad. They have high 70s, maybe they have two 80s. They have a good goalie. His Irish goalkeeper Shay Given, good shot stopper. Not very quick, but still a very good goalie, very experienced. And I think another key player is Bent, Darren Bent, English striker. I mean, he can score anywhere. He can score in the box, outside the box, headers, whatever. Outside the, he can shoot really well. And I think the best player for me is Gabby Agbonlahor, because he's left mid, as you see in the screen. He's just a pacey midfielder, and really, I use him at best when he's at striker, because he can just, leave defenders running for their money. So yeah, Aston Villa is a really good team, and all the connection between these three teams I'm reviewing today is that they're not teams that would normally win the Premier League or go top four, but they have potential to become really good teams, which is, I believe, is really fun when you're being a manager in FIFA 12. Because you're building your own team, and it's more rewarding like that. So let's go to Newcastle. Newcastle are really similar to Aston Villa, except that they have their talent isn't that great. Goalie 74, and their forward line is very poor. You got Best and Amiobi. I have no idea how you pronounce that correctly, but both strikers are 72 and 71, and their budget is a little bit it's 3 million less than Aston Villa's. So what I would suggest is selling Best and Amiobi or another substitute striker, and buying actually a decent striker, and you'll do fine with Newcastle. What I really like about Newcastle, aside from the other two teams I'll be talking about today, is that their legitimate stadium is actually in the game. St. James Park. I think it's roughly around 48,000 spectators capacity. Really beautiful stadium, and I just really like it when the game's really, it looks as if it's real, connected to real life. So yeah, Newcastle, really good team. They got Coloccini, good center back. Gutierrez, good midfielder. Cabaye, French midfielder. And yeah, I don't understand why there's a striker who's missing here. But he's probably injured, but he's really good. He's Demba Ba, really good striker. I think in real life, he's scored 13 out of 15 goals. I'm not really sure, but he's almost scored a goal per game. So yeah, Newcastle, very good team. Really fun team to use. So third team I'll be talking about today is Tottenham Hotspur, which, in comparison to the other two teams, they are way better than Aston Villa and Newcastle, because I mean, you can even see it right now in the Premier League. They're at third place. Really good players. You got Van der Vaart, who's 87, Bale, who's 86, and Modric, who's 88. Those are really high 80s and close to 90. So the rating is really, it's really world class, as a lot of people say. Plus, you got Friedel, who's a good goalie. He can, protect your score. And yeah, Tottenham also have a better budget, so you can actually buy maybe three decent players, or get players from loan. What I would suggest is that you strengthen your squad with Tottenham, because they already have a good squad, except Kabul is the only, as you see, left center back. He's a 76, so I would suggest buying a good center back. But yeah, Tottenham. The good thing about Tottenham is that, for me, they're not really top four, but they're not really top 5 or 6 either. They're more like in the middle. They could actually take the spot, take Arsenal's spot, take Liverpool's spot, from the top 4, because they actually have that potential. They have the really good potential to become a really good team, and it shows right now in real life also that they're third place and they're fighting for a Champions League spot. So yeah, thank you for listening to this